Next up at UFC St. Louis. What a flow that is. We got Tabatha Ricci taking on a returning new mother, Tecia Torres. Tabatha Ricci, 9-2 in her career, 4-1 in her last 5, coming off that decision loss to Lupi Godinez. She's taking on Tecia Torres, 13-6 overall, 3-2 in her last 5. She's coming off a 2-year layoff and birthing a child. She did give birth to a child. There's a lot of people questioning that situation. She was pregnant and then had a child, no longer pregnant. And that, the wonder of childbirth, does factor into this breakdown. But we'll start with Tabatha Ricci. She's a very good grappler. She takes her time. She settles in. She'll work in some takedowns, and then she'll coast. She'll chill. She'll settle. Hips down. Maintain the position. She'll strike a little bit, get you to move, try to create a scramble, try to get you to open up, and then we'll work to a submission. She's not reckless. She's not chasing things that aren't there. She meticulously works her way through and then makes you make mistakes. She is coming off of that striking loss to Lupi Godinez, where she had not much success with the takedown. She went 0 for 6 in her takedown attempts. Her striking actually did look pretty good, but it just wasn't good enough to get that decision. The failed takedown attempts didn't help the optics with the judges either. She's taking on Tecia Torres. Now Tecia Pennington. She is Raquel Pennington's wife and the mother of their daughter or son. Did they have a boy or a girl? I don't know. But they had a child together, and Tecia Torres is the one who actually birthed the child, and that matters here because that's why there's a 2-year layoff. But Tecia Torres is very good everywhere. Nice boxing. She'll stay in your face. She's a good grappler. She's got good wrestling. She has insane cardio. Sets a crazy pace. Her nickname was the Tiny Tornado because she comes in, just moves, stays in your face, and tries to make stuff happen. If you go through all of her losses between now and 2017, all of them, there's only 2. All but 2 are to former champions. The most recent one was a split decision to Mackenzie Dern, who was basically climbing her back against the cage. 2 years off because of a baby. And that is a factor here, because if I'm just looking at straight up skill for skill, Tecia Torres is the better fighter. Skill for skill. But you factor in a 2-year layoff, you factor in the growing a human, then giving birth to a human, then getting your body to where it was 10, 11 months earlier. Like, that's just a wild evolution that has not been successful for women in the UFC. Sarah McMahon is the only person that I can think of that came back after having a baby and won her fight, and Sarah McMahon was an Olympian. Nina Nunes didn't work out for her. Mackenzie Dern didn't work out for her. Somebody commented, a few other people, didn't work out for them either. So literally, because of that body transformation, the layoff and all of that, I think Tabatha Ricci, who can be busy, who can move forward, can hang out for the striking, can have some success wrestling, I think Tabatha Ricci wins this fight. I totally get the odds flip. I also totally get why Tecia was the favorite early on, given she's probably the better fighter. But what do you think, Jakey boy?
Everyone watching right now, I don't know if you're watching on your TV, go ahead and walk up to your TV. If you're watching on your laptop, let's bring that thing real close in. If you're watching on your phone, even better. Let's really bring this thing close in. I want you right here because what I'm about to show you right now is just absolutely fucking absurd. And I actually tweeted this. It's getting some traction. And actually, Callum actually quote tweeted this as well because, I mean.
Callum quote tweeted your tweet?
I mean, what the fuck? I mean, the whole outfit. It's got the Jordans on too. But I mean, holy fucking shit. Tabatha Ricci. Yeah, I tweeted that, and then Callum actually quote tweeted it, and with a locking a chain, like I got that thing locked down type of thing, or whatever. And I replied to it with that meme of that guy on the plane, like, I want to shake your hand, I want to shake his hand, I want to shake your hand. And Callum liked it, and then me and Callum started talking about his Miata. He's got a Miata. I used to have a Miata. I mean, all these good looking, powerful dudes with hot girlfriends. Every single one of them. There's a correlation with good looking, great boxing guys with Brazilian girlfriends. That correlation is a Miata. I used to have a Miata. Callum's got a Miata. We were talking Miata a little bit. Seems like a great guy, but Tabatha, I mean, that picture fucking ridiculous. And Ticia's a beautiful girl in her own right. And I'm not going to get in this whole, oh, she had a baby and she can't respond. Listen, Angel, women can do anything. right? I mean, they can do absolutely anything. And if you tell somebody, especially a woman, that they can't do something, they're probably going to do it. I believe that this fight is fucking 50 on the feet. I know that Tecia's supposed to be probably the more technical striker, has the more experience, all this stuff. But if you watch that Mackenzie Dern fight, and I know Mackenzie has kind of regressed since that fight, she made Mackenzie look like a pretty decent striker. I mean, Mackenzie was kind of walking her down with the striking, and Tecia really kind of slowed down in the third round of that fight. I think Tabatha's going to come in, be the more active fighter, but if she cannot get the takedowns, and I think she's going to, I believe that she can use her striking. She's a very powerful girl. Now, Mackenzie couldn't get the takedowns because it's Mackenzie, right? She just blah, blah, blah. And Tecia's not an easy girl to take down, but I think Tabatha can get the takedowns. And if she gets the takedowns, she's probably going to win this pretty easily. If she cannot get the takedowns, oh, man, is this a very, very close fight. So I'm going Ricci because I think she is going to get the takedowns. But if she does not, who knows? It's probably going to the judges, and it's probably going to be a split, weird. It could be a 30-27 on both sides. Who the fuck knows? But I think she's going to get a takedown or two in a round and win this fight. So Tabatha is going to be my pick. Don't feel bad about it.
We're on the same side. Well, it's tricky because she's not the better, just skill for skill. She's not the better fighter here, but she's the more active fighter. She's the younger fighter. I don't think so. Tecia's very good, but a 2-year layoff.
Ricci's a better wrestler, better judo, striking's even, better grappler.
Striking's not even.
It's even.
It's not even.
They all do the same. They both do the same thing. It's kind of blitz in, throw like an 8-punch combination. It's not super technical as they're like just running.
Yeah, except one of them has only fought some of the best women on planet Earth and had some success, and the other one lost a striking match to the most inconsistent woman in the division. Now you're gonna make me switch my pick just to prove a point. What a joke. What a joke. Anyway, Jacob and I are on the same side here, the Tabatha Ricci side. She is minus 140. I wish I saw those plus 145 odds. That would have been nice to get on there. But I think what happened is they dropped. People immediately saw the layoff, pounded it, and then now it has settled somewhere here. And I think these odds are appropriate. The more active fighter, the younger fighter, maybe the better grappler, to Jacob's point. Slight favorite. That makes a lot of sense to me. So we are on the Tabatha Ricci side. $8,300 in DraftKings might be worth that money, especially if you think she gets her takedowns going, because takedowns are worth 5 points each. If you do want to unlock all the picks, the bets, the round line leans, the DraftKings plays, and more, WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member. It's only $10 a month. And you're not only going to get my bets and my picks, but Jacob's bets and his picks. Also Artem, the 3 guys from Running Mouth, and the artificial intelligence that is picking fights based solely off of historical data and is doing so at a remarkable accuracy. Everything I just mentioned, only $10 a month. Before you go, let me give you $50. Anybody who goes to WeWantPicks.com/bets and signs up with any one of our affiliate partners gets $50 as a thank you. Use the link, sign up, make a deposit. We send you $50 as a thank you.